Hi, my name is Kushan Mitra and I'm an automotive journalist who writes the column Dashboard here at ThePrint. And today let us see what the future has in store for us in 2023 with a slew of new automotive launches starting this very January. As 2022 comes to an end, we have seen waitlists on cars climb to multi-year highs, with 6 to 9 month long waits on vehicles ranging from the Hyundai Creta to the Mercedes-Benz GLS. Car makers are struggling to keep up with demand. Maruti has close to 400,000 unfulfilled orders and Hyundai 150,000 unfulfilled orders. This has allowed other car makers, particularly the domestic duo of Mahindra and Tata Motors, see a huge jump in their sales. 22 has seen a record sales. But 2023 is a new year and will have a whole new host of cars. And some of them I've already reviewed. Please click the links below to read some of my thoughts on these cars. So let us start with the new Toyota Innova Hycross. This is the third generation monocoque construction petrol hybrid version of Toyota's bestseller. It is a radical departure for the Japanese car maker, and the price of this car should be announced very soon, with deliveries beginning by the middle of January. Given the popularity of the Innova among large families, politicians, and even commercial vehicle operators, and the incredible efficiency of the engine, expect long waiting lists on this car. And there is a possibility there could even be a Suzuki badge version of this car, as the Maruti Suzuki-Toyota partnership gets even stronger. Maruti Suzuki will also be launching a new coupe-shaped SUV and that will also come from Toyota, as well as a SUV version of the Baleno. Talking of Maruti Suzuki, the armed forces and paramilitaries are all looking at the next launch closely from this company, and that is the new Suzuki Jimny 5-door that goes on sale next year. It is going to be the very first product unveiled at the Auto Expo. I'm very curious why Maruti did not keep the Gypsy name of that the old Jimny was called, given the vast number of now 60-plus-year-old journalists who have owned Gypsies over the years. So given the fact that so many now editors own the Gypsy, expect outsized media coverage for this particular vehicle. 2023 will also be a big year for the country's second largest car maker, Hyundai, starting with a plant expansion at Sriperumbudur to satiate the massive demand for cars like the Hyundai Creta. 2023 will be the year that Hyundai goes electric seriously. The new Ioniq 5 was already showcased with a unique projection show at the Gateway of India that was powered by the vehicle's batteries. Given the huge demand for the all-new Tucson, Hyundai will try and replicate the parametric grille design with the mid-year facelift of the ever-popular Hyundai Creta. You will also have the new next-generation version of the Hyundai Kona coming in the electric space at about 25 lakhs, giving people a very good affordable electric car. The new generation of the Hyundai VERNA sedan is also on its way, and this will be larger and maybe even equipped with better engines to take on the likes of the Volkswagen Virtus and Skoda Slavia. Talking of Skoda Volkswagen, 2023 is also their electric year. The Skoda Enyaq iV electric SUV and the Volkswagen ID.3. But both brands will also be re-entering the hatchback market. In fact, Skoda has lined up the hatchback Fabia for launch by the middle of January, and Volkswagen might use their Up brand for this new car that is made on the Made in India MQB A0 platform. Be sure to check out the reviews of these two cars soon on the Dashboard column. But what about Tata Motors, India's fastest growing large car maker, which has a few months even overtook Hyundai last year? Well, the Tata Tiago.EV launches in January, but the big one for Tata are going to be facelifts on the Tata Nexon as well as facelifts on the Harrier and Safari. Both the Harrier and Safari will also get a petrol engine version finally, which will make people in the NCR with our diesel rules a bit easier. Also expect an electrified version of the Punch subcompact SUV as well as the Altroz hatchback. The Punch EV will also have some major competition from the French car maker Citroën that plans to launch their hatchback EV, the Citroën C3 EV, next month. And then Mahindra. We have already driven Mahindra's Nexon EV competitor, the XUV400 earlier this year, and with Mahindra completing finishing work on the car, we should see it on sale in January. There's also the long-expected 5-door version of the THAR on the cards. And don't forget the luxury car makers. Now, while we won't go into exact variants over here because there are hundreds of variants, there are going to be some big launches in 2023. First and foremost, the second generation Mercedes-Benz GLC SUV, and the German car maker is also going to bolster its electric offerings with the new EQE sedan and the EQS SUV. Audi will be getting the Q8 e-tron and possibly the Q4 small e-tron as well. And BMW is already beginning the year with a slew of launches, starting with the next generation 7 Series alongside the very first BMW i7, the electric luxury sedan you didn't know you wanted. I can't wait to drive all these cars, but there's only one me and so many cars. I'll figure something out. Meanwhile, for me and the folks behind the camera, have a very prosperous new year and continuing watching our videos and reading our stories here at The Print.